toasting, breaking the whip invoice. It was cold, did I call me these next invoice? It was cold, did I handle my biz? Big noise, I was vocal, cloaking a bit. Bearing mine with an XO, kissing up the rim. Wonder why there's no net flow. Pockets very slim, don't know why I had to get low. Summoning my kin. Fix your mouth. Fix your mouth, fix your tailbone. Fix your mouth. Fix your mouth, fix your tailbone. Grease on my elbow, talk to the 6 deep. It's a fuck no, tucking in a bit. Little lean, little red, oh, lay it on thick. Look at me, look at that rose, look at that grease. On my elbow, talk to the 6 deep. It's a fuck no, tucking in a bit. Little lean, little red, oh, lay it on thick. Look at me, look at that rose, look at that. Cuban collar slacks coordinate. Miami 1988. Back of the shoes, prep paper planes. Noodles of ramen, some crazy ways. Sweat in my armpits. No bathing ape, these are everlast garments. Day to day, two with the border. Crazy fate, new if they caught ya. These niggas want me out my frame, out my frame. Use my name for relevance. Shame, shame, shame. Fix your mouth. Oh my god. If I have to listen to you, man, I'm running your fucking mouth anymore. Grease on my elbow, talk to the 6 deep. It's a fuck no, tucking in a bit. Little lean, little red, oh, lay it on thick. Look at me, look at that rose, look at that grease. On my elbow, talk to the 6 deep. It's a fuck no, tucking in a bit. Little lean, little red, oh, lay it on thick. Look at me, look at that rose, look at that it. Grease, 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 grease.
My mama always told me I'm allergic to the fake shit. That's why I can look you in your ass and tell you ain't shit. I'm from the South, you know what I'm talking about. But she could pop it and drop it right in your bank account. I be like, fuck what you heard, your body's out of control. Pussy wrapped in African gold. St. Jules on my chest, got my foot on your neck. Look, I don't play by mine, fuck what you say about mine. You know I'm big stepping, walking through the door. And when I'm getting money, yeah.
Did you watch the news this week? If you didn't, That's probably why you here, because I'm about to catch you up on everything that happened to black folks. So don't come for me, okay? Because this is just second hand. I got it from the news and I'm giving it to you. So don't come for me. I ain't got no money, nothing but bills. Let's begin, god dang you.
Green light, let's get it. I'm the future, I'm in it. Check score, I'm winning. Green light, let's get it. I just win. I'm a fan. 10, 10, 10, 10.
Hey Terry, y'all almost had me, but you didn't get me. The number hit 200, and then all of a sudden it dipped back to 199. So I was ready to cam up, but then it dipped to 199. I kept my eyes on that bitch because I don't really like to cam up. But yeah, I know exactly who did it too, because they was trying to get a scam on me. They was, oh, I see you're not monetized. Yeah, I ain't got money for you, okay, dude? And as quick as I told his ass, he certainly unfollowed me. Oh well. Anyways, I just want to go ahead and say how y'all doing. Give me just a moment, because we have one hell of a night tonight, because we got so much news to catch up on. It's ridiculous. I did not realize so much shit went down. Where the hell is my... Okay, there it goes. I hate when that happens. Alright, here we go.
Hello, motherfucker.
And
Hi.
what you wowing about? What you wowing about? I want to know, what are you wowing about? But let's get into this first one. I got two beginners. Two beginners, god dang it. So let's get through with the first one. So Tamar's family drama, those Birdman versus rumors, are finally explained. Usually, hey Joker, usually when she's involved, it's gonna be some goddamn drama. Yeah, y'all thought you was gonna see my face. I was almost ready to, but there was a fake subscriber, and I had a feeling that dude was gonna do that to me, because he hit me up on Instagram, and I told him off the back, yeah, I ain't doing this, because I don't want to cam up and then all of a sudden my numbers just drop. That's not healthy. Not for me. Anyways, let's talk about this. Let's start with Tamar Braxton, who stopped by the Sherry Shepherd show. I didn't know that show was still going. To clear up what can only be described as family business that never should have been public in the first damn place. This all comes from the latest season of The Braxtons, where viewers watched yet another round of sister on sister chaos, because apparently peace is optional in that household. I didn't have a choice. I had to stay peace, because I hate belts. If you don't understand why I hate belts, then you weren't born when I was. Anyways, the main rumor that Tamar had some kind of inappropriate relationship with a mystery man who later ended up with Toni Braxton. Fans immediately pointed fingers at Birdman, because of course they did. Who the hell? I don't get that. I've seen Birdman. I've seen his whole face for over 10 years. It hasn't gotten better. What the hell is it? Ugh. Y'all both could have done better. I was shocked and appalled when I heard Toni was messing with that. Ugh. Anyways, fans immediately pointed at, got me almost going southern, talking about pernt, at, Birdman, because of course they did. Tamar shut that down quick, saying Tawanda never actually said Birdman's name, and more importantly, Birdman was never that man. I don't know how he got Birdman, unless you talk about a vulture, because that is not a handsome man. Now here's where it gets uncomfortable. Tamar says the real reason she was hurt by Tawanda's accusations is because the man Tawanda was referring to was being very A towards her. You know that A word I can't say. That's not tea, that's trauma, and it's wild that people are trying to connect dots that don't belong together just for gossip math. Why is this all being talked about online? Damn, y'all need to check your scripts and shit, especially when you got somebody like Tamar. Jesus Christ. I thought that damn Braxton group was gonna go away like they did, and all we was gonna do is go back and focus on Toni, but this heifer hasn't gone away yet. Okay. So, I guess, because that face ain't doing too much for him. According to Tamar, she's the one who introduced Tony to Birdman, so we should kick your ass then, okay? And before that, her relationship with him was strictly platonic. She says they were talking business, cash money type conversations. When Birdman expressed interest in Tony, who at the time was still married to Carrie Lewis, messy, yes. Illegal, no. Incestuous betrayal, also no. Now here was where it gets uncomfortable. Tamar says the real reason she was hurt by Tawanda's accusations is because, yeah, I already said that, but where was I? Okay, here we go. For context, Tony and Birdman secretly married in August 2024. Oh my God, I didn't know they did. Oh, what the hell, Tony? Filed for divorce 2 weeks later. Hold on, my phone's ringing. I hit it again. Somehow, I don't know. I went to a damn job fair, but I'm getting a whole lot of damn spam calls. Shit. Anyways, I can't believe they got married. I thought it was just a rumor. This is ridiculous. I hate to hear that. They filed for divorce 2 weeks later because obviously, then quietly dismissed it earlier this year. Tamar says Birdman is now her brother-in-law, her family, and she backed him publicly during the Cash Money versus No Limit versus. Oh, Jesus Christ. When Tony wasn't there, and yes, she addressed the viral clip of her wiping sweat or water off Birdman because the internet refuses to let women exist without making it weird. I think she just weird as hell. The fact that he got divorced to your sister, why the hell? Are you still going? No, y'all wasn't really in-laws that long. Y'all are ex-in-laws if you want to be freaking on paper. What the hell? It's still weird and you're weird. You're just a weirdo, Tamar. You're always a weirdo. You make things weird. Shit, you might not be doing nothing. It's just you make things weird. At the end of the day, Tamar says the family is trying to heal. They've taken accountability, and prayer is doing the heavy lifting. Why we gotta know about this then? Why are you telling everybody shit? Whether you believe that or not is your business, but the real takeaway here is this. Black families don't deserve to have their worst moments turned into entertainment loops for strangers who don't actually care about the healing. Damn it. That's what I'm saying. But since you put it out there, I'm going to tell people because I need views. So there you go. But we're not done because I have an update. You know me. If I hear an update, I got to talk about it. So let's talk about it. I'm going to bring this down right now, and we're going to talk about the goddamn update I have because I hope to see this end. He's getting uglier every time I see this dude. Here we go.
Well, what's going on over there?
Yeah, this one. These new Deforvid updates. I thought there was an I. Man, your name don't make no sense. Updates in the Celeste Rivas death investigation will make your stomach turn. This boy right here. Why can't you just mess? What's wrong with you? I think I really think he worships somebody downstairs. Try living it, Terry. I lived down there when all of that stuff was going on. Lord have mercy. No Limit really would have had nothing to say unless they put out Mia X first in the front. Because by then, god dang, Mr. P right there, he was there. We wasn't really paying attention to his ass by then. By the time Cash Money came around, for real, they was already gone. The only ones that was standing on anything was freaking Lil Mia X and I forgot the other one. But yeah, going back to this though, let's talk about this dude. This next story is heavy and it needs to be treated that way. This dude ain't nothing but trouble. Los Angeles police are investigating the unaliving of the 15-year-old Celeste Rivas, whose decomposed remains were found stuffed inside a Tesla. Not abandoned on a roadside, not hidden in a shallow grave, inside a vehicle. Yeah, there's something wrong with this dude. Not hidden in a shallow grave. Inside, you see a stars on his head. Why right there? Anyways, investigators are openly saying they may never fully know how she died. Suspect has been named. Singer DeForvd. No arrest yet, and I still don't understand why. It was his Tesla. His name was on the paper. He rented that bitch. But the connections are deeply concerning. Authorities say he is not cooperating with investigators. I wonder why. And the Tesla where Celeste's body was found is registered to him. See? The car had been abandoned for weeks before being impounded. Now here's where the story turns from tragic to horrifying. The house DeForvd was renting during Celeste's disappearance reportedly contained items that raised immediate red flags. How much money does this dude have that he hasn't been arrested? Because for real, as a black person had lived through the 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s, and now the 2020s, I need to know how this dude has so much shit that damn near sounds like it's incriminating him, and ain't nobody put hands on dude. How? Anyways, whew, Lord Jesus. Here's where the story gets really tragic to horrifying. The house DeForvd was it had all those flags. Most notably, a steel boxed industrial incinerator capable of reaching 1,600 degrees. Not a prop. Not used for video production, just sitting there. A large freezer was also found, and photos from last year show freezer boxes visible in the background of his social media posts. You know damn well they done put black men in jail for less than this. Is this man an FBA? I want to know. Investigators believe Celeste's body had been frozen for months before being placed in the Tesla. She was dismembered, decapitated, and partially thawed by the time she was discovered. Because of the advanced decomposition, authorities still cannot determine her cause of death or even confirm whether it was a homicide. Though, let's be real about what this looks like, god dang it. This dude here, how is he still free? Celeste has been reported missing multiple times over the years. Her family last heard from her in 2024, and once again, we're watching a system that failed a black child long before her name ever made headlines. But I'm not sure that child is black. I think she's Latina. Anyways, this isn't fandom news. This is, and either way, it doesn't matter about the race. The fuck he did to the goddamn, well, allegedly. All of this is alleged, but damn! This isn't fandom news. This isn't music news. This is a reminder that celebrity culture will protect a brand faster than it will protect a girl of color. And that should disturb every single one of us. I'm serious. I don't know how the hell he's still free. I don't get it. Somebody explain this shit to me, because that just don't make no sense. Many of men have gone to jail for far, 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 far less. Many of men, because I don't even see this as a real... something wrong with this person here. I don't know what this is we're looking at, but something's wrong with him. That's all I gotta say. And if you think I was happy about that, which I'm not, you gonna be even more. Let's just look at my commercial, because shit's about to get really fucking dark. That's all I can say. You see, I already threw out a damn F-bomb. So let's just go ahead with my commercial, and when y'all see this next story, you gonna understand what I mean. God dang it. Here we go. Trigger warning.
It's just me and the fam. 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 Yeah. It's just me and the fam. See my little Tay-Tay, that's my hype girl, that's my mascot. Little ones go for hours and some hours till we pass out. Stay inside the house, turned up with them racks out. Stay inside the house, turned.
Girl, we already reported that. I reported that the first time. Thank you very much, my reporter. Thank you. Yes, trigger warning, definitely for this one. Whew. So, black 7-year-old with disabilities was slammed and handcuffed at school. Lawsuit is immediate. So this story should make you angry because it's supposed to. A mother in Memphis, Satara Jones, has filed a federal lawsuit after her 7-year-old disabled son was allegedly slammed to the ground, thrown into a bookcase, and handcuffed. Well, who the hell does that to a child? God dang. And handcuffed by a school resource officer. Dude, maybe you need to quit because come on now. Your views of grandeur are too damn big. Not for that little area right there. That's an elementary school. He was at Levi Elementary School. That is a child. The fuck is wrong with you, sir? You don't ever do that to a child. Was the child even 7-year-old? I can't imagine he was even your size that you had to do all that shit. All you got to do to a 7-year-old really is grab that forearm, and they're useless after that. You just keep them away from your leg because they're going to try to kick, but other than that, they're just dangling. Shit. So anyways, let me say that again. A second grader in metal handcuffs. According to the lawsuit, the child identified as LJ was having a behavioral outburst. Get a belt. God dang it, just get a belt. Related to his disability. Instead of de-escalation, the officer allegedly used force that no child, let alone a disabled one, should ever experience. LJ was reportedly placed in a police vehicle and driven home while still restrained. The mother should have punched you right in your goddamn face. God dang it. Some people, I was raised in Massachusetts and Mississippi. Some of them damn teachers put hands on us and it was okay according to my damn mother. Apparently I did something to deserve that shit. But needless to say, none of them went that damn far. All you gotta do is tap the child. God dang it, just a little tap on the arm or something. Just let them know, hey. A little squeeze on the arm, not too tough, just a little squeeze. There will be consequences if you keep this up, you ignorant ass man. Grown ass man. I'm sorry, big ass boy, because the way you treated this child. LJ was reportedly placed in the... Yeah, I said that. His mother says she heard her son screaming and later discovered he had a black eye that wasn't there earlier that day. Come on now. How the hell did the child get a black eye? Oh, Lord. She called 911. Memphis police responded, and now the district is playing corporate quiet. The lawsuit accuses Memphis Shelby County schools of failing to train staff properly and allowing law enforcement to handle disability-related behavior with violence instead of care. He should have never gotten called. Somebody should have been there in the class for that child if that child wasn't in another class for that specific reason. Because you know we do have classes for them where people are trained. I don't know what goes on in them. I knew for a little bit when they tried to pull that shit on me in kindergarten, but then I got back into my regular classes. That's because I just didn't listen to the motherfucker. The motherfucker bit me, I bit his ass back. What the hell? But anyways, he shouldn't have bit me in the first place. I told his ass not to touch me. But that's neither here nor there. That's not a job for a fucking officer who don't know what the hell he had to do. Girl, don't worry about it. Live your life. I just worry when I play too much sometimes, and you know how you never know. You get some people that you hit that wrong nerve and it's over. So, but this is what I'm talking about. This is fucking ridiculous. That child has a black eye. Shouldn't have had a black eye. I understand he has disabilities. Why wasn't there someone in there trained for that situation? I know even when I taught overseas, they had somebody in the building. Like when I was in Korea, they had a teacher come in and she was like, I'm here for this child only. You know what I'm saying? The kid got the same education, but when there was issues or when they got flustered, she was there. She jumped in. You know what I'm saying? Damn it. Anyways, the lawsuit accuses, like I said, of being violent to a disabled child instead of care. The family is seeking compensatory and punitive damages, along with court-ordered changes to limit restraints and require better training. The Shelby County Sheriff's Office is already trying to distance itself, claiming they didn't have officers assigned to the school that day and should be dismissed from the class. Then who the hell gave the child a black eye? Who the hell put hands on a 7-year-old? Meanwhile, the family is punished for pushing for expedited discovery just to find out who actually did this to their child. This is what happens when schools are over-policed and undereducated about disabilities. Black children don't get grace, they get cuffs, and then people wonder why parents don't trust these institutions with their babies. I'm gonna tell you that right now. The motherfuckers, when I was little, big-ass fucking 5th grader, I'm a 2nd grader, threw my shoes and gloves in the damn sewer. Okay? Sewer. My mama went up there with a hammer, her hair in a bandana. Thank God there wasn't any Crip blood shit going on at that time. Oh, Lord, that would have been a mess. And she told them to keep these motherfuckers up off me. Damn it, the 5th graders are much bigger at that time than a damn 2nd grader. And then I was a runt as it was, so that just did not help. But anyways, if you ain't upset now, the next one, it ain't gonna get you really upset, but it will get you annoyed. Because I don't understand it either. So check this one out.
You should have been talking shit.
Apparently, Maryland voters are resisting Westmore's redistricting push. He's in the news more than you would believe today. And we'll look what the polls find. So Maryland residents have made one thing clear. Redistricting is not keeping them up at night. A new UMBC poll shows only 27% of residents consider redrawing congressional maps at a high priority. People are far more concerned about health care costs, school quality, and crime. Honestly, it tracks because you can't gerrymander your way out of grocery bills. Governor Westmore has floated the idea of redrawing Maryland's maps in mid-decade, potentially flipping the state's single Republican-held congressional seat. Look, I don't really he looks like Todd Bridges to me. You really got that, because he kind of does, damn it. If his lips were a bit bigger, yeah. And if his eyes were just a little smaller, definitely. I don't like Republicans, but I don't think you really need to do that. You only got one seat with them. Everybody else got to deal with them in numbers. So, sir, just sit your ass down, because I'm not too happy with the next story about your ass. But anyways, let me finish this. Democrats already hold 7 out of 8 seats, but nationally, party leaders are watching similar moves in Republican-led states and considering whether they should respond in kind. I say, if you, Indiana only got one, so you two have just settled each other. You got one Republican, they got one Democrat, okay? So let the other motherfuckers take care of this shit. Let's see. The problem, even Democrats in Maryland aren't fully sold. Senate President Bill Ferguson was warned that reopening the map could backfire and weaken the party's position. Among Democrats, support is split. Republicans overwhelmingly oppose it, and lawmakers have confirmed that even during a special session, redistricting won't be on the agenda. The poll also found that 41% of residents think Maryland's current maps are unfair. Nearly a third have no opinion at all. Well, that shows you something, which tells you just how disconnected the issue is from daily survival. Translation: people are broke, stressed, and tired, and politicians arguing over lines on a map feels real out of touch right now. So shut the hell up, sit down, and tell me how the hell you vetoed this next story, because this about to irritate the hell out of y'all with him. Maryland to create Reparations Commission after overriding governor's veto. Somebody tell me, do we need the commission? Because if we don't need the commission, then why are we doing the commission? Because apparently I've come to the conclusion none of y'all gonna ever give us our fucking due. But let's see what the hell happened. So Maryland is where, now this is where things are getting interesting. Maryland lawmakers have also officially overridden Governor Westmore's veto to create a commission studying reparations for slavery. Now, I think we all know what the hell that means. More fucking time taken up so we won't be able to get the fucking dues. So I don't know which side to be on, because was this ever a discussion? Because I'm serious, the fucking commission ain't gonna do nothing but research. We know the slavery happened, motherfucker. Give us the fucking money. Just check the fucking birth certificates and shit, which is kind of hard because a lot of fucking slaves and people back in the they didn't have birth certificates. My grandma has no birth certificate. I don't know how the hell that's gonna work out. Shit. That woman was born in 1919. Okay? Anyways. Moore had argued that Maryland has already studied slavery extensively. See? Now I'm on his side. I'm back on his side. And it was time to move directly into action. He vetoed the bill back in May, calling it a difficult decision after the override vote. He publicly disagreed, but committed to working with lawmakers moving forward. That means that this is just going to take more fucking time. You know what I'm saying? This is not a good thing. Oh, they're doing a commission. No, because all that is, we're going to study again. We're not going to move. We're not going to find any people. We're not going to actually discuss how much money we need to give them. We're just going to study. That's what this is. That's why I was pissed off at Newsom talking about, let's do another commission. Bitch, how many commissions have you had? And now this man done said y'all already had a commission. You already studied the shit. And now you want to study again? Shit didn't change. Shit does not change in the past. It changes in the future. Do you understand that? The future is always changing. Not the fucking past, okay? If I saw a damn red ball at 10 o'clock, it's not changing any other day. Guess what? On that day, I saw a red ball. It didn't change. Fuckers. Anyways. Supporters of the commission say this step matters because without a formal study, which you already did, reparation efforts can be dismissed as symbolic or unconstitutional. Excuses, thanks. Senator Charles Sidnor made it clear if you don't build the legal foundation, opponents will tear it down before it ever starts. It was already started. Jesus Christ. Oh, Lord have mercy. Yes, we don't need any more studies. They only do these studies so we'll vote for them. And it doesn't do anything. All you're going to do is study the same damn thing we all know. Some black folks deserve dues. Some black folks moved here after the shit went down, okay? That's the only studying that I will agree to. Find out who really deserves the dues. Okay? Fuck. Anyways, the commission will explore a range of options, not just checks. We're talking official apologies, tax rebates, housing assistance. Oh yeah, great, wonderful. Shit you already should have had. Business incentives, child support, tuition waivers. Motherfucker, most of my family's already out of school and the new ones ain't gonna be in for another 20 years, bitch. Debt forgiveness and licensing fee relief. Oh, Lord. This isn't a one vote, not conversation. But, motherfucker, y'all done had the conversation so many times now. Shit, by the time you fuckers finally come to a conclusion, mankind might not be here anymore. Shit. The Legislative Black Caucus praised the override as a commitment to truth-telling and accountability. Sheep. Especially as DEI programs face rollback across the country. Alright. Fuck. Here we go again. Another fucking commission. Maryland now joins states like California, cities like New York, and Evanston, Illinois, which became the first U.S. city to implement reparations in 2021. Have they gotten it? Have they gotten it yet? This isn't about handouts. It's about repairing damage that was documented, deliberate, and profitable for the state. And the fact that lawmakers pushed this through despite political discomfort, I guess that matters, but shit. Let's talk about it, damn it. We need gold, land, and whatever else. Exactly. Shit. We might not even get that much. There's been so many of us that spawned from them. Shit. These motherfuckers. By the time you motherfuckers make a choice, I bet you we get like $5 each. Bitch. $5 won't buy me a damn meal anymore. Jesus. But we gonna move on, cause like I said, the funny thing about it is I hate government and politics, but y'all motherfuckers just fuck it up for us so bad I got to tell people about it. Here we go again. Damn it. One moment. Shit. Jackasses. Get on my goddamn nerves. Benny Thompson gets a challenger, respectfully. But what have we gotten? So former Morehouse valedictorian and Senate aide challenges longtime representative Benny Thompson. It's time. Now, I don't know what to say. Because one, maybe Benny been doing some good work. But on the other hand, Benny, you old. That's how I feel. I'm just gonna say it how it is. I'm sick of these goddamn Methuselah looking motherfuckers still in. Go sit down with your great grandkids, please. And let someone younger get in here. Cause shit has changed. And we have new needs. Different needs. Fuck. So Mississippi's 2nd Congressional District, one of the blackest, poorest districts in the country, sounds like where my grandma grew up, just got a political shakeup. Congressman Benny Thompson, who's held the seat since 1993. Good God. The last time I was 9. Damn. No, I was 12 when wow. My grandma died right after you got in. Yeah, no, before you got in. But it was like right next door. I would be okay if they just gave me free health care or no taxes for life. Yeah, I would too. How about exactly. Just give me my income tax back. Fuck. Give me my whole check, don't take no taxes out, and give me health care so I can continue to live. But you know that ain't gonna happen. But let's talk about this shit. These motherfuckers. He is being challenged by Evan Turnage, a former Senate and Capitol Hill legal heavyweight, who says basically, y'all been loyal for 30 plus years, and we still broke. Yeah, because Mississippi is not doing good. I'm telling you right now. Almost my whole family has left fucking Mississippi. They have bounced, okay? Anybody who wanted shit. I got a cousin in fucking Hawaii, in Honolulu, I think. Okay? That's how far her ass went to get the hell away from Mississippi. Okay? And I think she was born there. Yeah, she was born there. Motherfucker. She went from Mississippi, the family bounced out of there to Indiana, and now she is all the way in Hawaii with her baby. I can't wait to have my own. Anyways, Turnage is coming with credentials that make the political girls clutch their pearls. Morehouse valedictorian, Yale Law, former counsel for Elizabeth Warner and Chuck Schumer. And now he runs the Southern Justice Project at the Open Markets Institute, focused on fighting concentrated corporate power. Yes, I like what I hear. His whole pitch is simple and insulting in the way the truth often is. When he was born in 1992, I was 11. The district was poor in the poorest state, and he says it's still the same trap today. Yes, it is. God dang it, I'm not joking. When I went to school in Mississippi, there was only one fucking school, so you had to go somewhere else once you got out of 6th grade. No, 5th grade. Once you got out of 5th grade, it went from kindergarten to 5th grade. And then after that, I don't know where the hell you went, because I never went to school that long down there. I went there 2 damn years. The teachers whooped your ass. And it literally had a train track. And it literally, when you crossed that bitch, things got better. What the fuck? I didn't think those places existed anymore, but my mom had to trauma bond me with it. Fuck, I didn't need that. You could have brought her up there. I didn't need to. Yeah, I know you want me to see my family down there, but shit, I didn't know the motherfuckers still existed. Like, we had corner stores you could walk in with no shoes. I did it. I walked down the street with no shoes on a hot ass floor. Damn, that street was hot. Anyways, his whole they're still poor. They're fucking poor. He's not denying Thompson's name of recognition. He's saying name recognition is not the same as love, and seniority by itself is not a meal. Old man, move. Let this man move so they can finally get rid of that train track. Fuck that train track. Turnage's sharpest point, he says Thompson hasn't been a champion for actually eradicating poverty or building real economic opportunity, and that Mississippi keeps losing young people because there's no serious stay here and thrive. I'm not joking, my whole family left. That woman had almost 21 goddamn kids. 12 lived. All of them got the fuck out of there. All 12. One came back, dropped her kids off, and them motherfuckers bounced too. Damn. Then he goes for the jugular. He alleges Thompson has taken millions from corporations that Turnage says exploits the community. As long as your ass has been in Congress, I believe it. Thompson's response was calm, old school, elections are choices, and his record will speak for itself. No panic, no drama, just, I've been doing this. Yes, go sit your old ass down, though. Good grief. Now here's the black community's question. Is this accountability season, or is this we like new faces season? Because replacing a legend with a resume is cute. But if Turnage wins, folks are going to expect results, not TED Talks. That's what I'm saying. If I get on your side, motherfucker, you actually better do something. Because I do agree, some of these old heads need to sit their ass down. But some of these young heads don't know what to do when work actually calls for you. But so far, it sounds like he has a good track record. So I'm still on board with the new younger face from Mississippi. Because if I had a choice, I'd never go to Mississippi as long as I live. I've been there enough. Well, how many? I think I can count. I've been through Mississippi. Yeah, about 5 times. 5 times in Mississippi. 5 times. I never ever want to go. No, I'm sorry. 7 times. 7 times in Mississippi. Against my will. So no, not willingly ever will I go, unless they change that shit. Got flashbacks. So how many of y'all are disgusted or even more embarrassed about being an American? Cause damn it if that fucker didn't make me more embarrassed with this bullshit he just pulled recently. Look at this shit. Oh, do you see this dude from All in the Family? This dude right here. That motherfucker talks shit about him. Come on now. God dang. He made The Princess Bride. I was a little girl when that came out. I loved that damn thing. I really loved Montanio or whatever his name is. You killed my brother. Now I'm coming to kill you. I love that damn story. Couldn't understand the old ass people, but I loved it. And then when I was little, my mother thought I was whitewashed because I had a crush on Fred Savage. But yeah, I got over that. Anyways, this is a brutal one. Rob Reiner and his wife Michelle Singer Reiner were unalived at their Los Angeles home, and police arrested their son Nick Reiner in connection with the unalivings. Authorities have described it as a homicide investigation, with reports stating the couple were fatally. Now, before anybody gets weird, yes, he was a white filmmaker, but the reason this hits the black community differently is because Reiner wasn't just some director, but he still has supporters, and that's the part I can't understand. Whew. I'm still trying to figure that one out. He made work that mattered to culture. He also used his platform politically in ways a lot of Hollywood folks only pretended to do when it's trending. He only pissed me off when he was old boy and always eating. I was just like, could you share some food? Damn. I feel a way about food. I feel a way. Yeah. And they did him wrong. Let's see here now. He made so he made work that mattered to the culture, and he also used his platform, like I said. You probably know him as the meathead. I'm gonna say his name soon, I hope. Because I still can't remember it. I tried to watch it last night and they took it off of Amazon. Because shit, I ain't got no TV. So that's the only thing I pay for so I can watch TV. Everything else, I've been boycotting with them. You probably know him from All in the Family as Archie Bunker's liberal son-in-law. A character that helped mainstream America stare at its own racism without the country immediately combusting. That show helped And you know what's fucked up? My grandma told me she was half French. She told my cousin she was half Polish. So that just gives me more reason to be upset with fucking Archie Bunker. Anyways, but let me see here now. What the fuck was his name? What was his name? So it was Edith. Meathead. What was Meathead's name? Shit. Somebody go find out what Meathead's name was, because I fucking forgot it. But anyway, Archie. Okay, but for black folks, especially one of his significant films was Ghost of Mississippi, a movie about Medgar Evers. Oh, that movie. I remember that one. A movie about Medgar Evers' assassination case and the long, ugly road toward accountability. When white creators use their power to tell civil rights stories with gravity instead of exploitation, it's worth noting. No, not his real name. I mean, what was his name what was his name other than Meathead? That's what I can't remember. Archie. What was his boy's name? I forgot. Damn. Anyways, I didn't know he made that movie though. Damn, that was Ghost of Mississippi is one of those movies like Rosewood, Roots. Yeah. Ooh. It's worth noting. Also, Reiner was a consistent public political voice, that kind that shows up, speaks up, donates, agitates without needing to be called brave every 5 minutes for doing what should be normal. Michael Stivic, yeah. How the hell did I forget Michael's name? Michael. Yeah, I remember because his wife always was screaming, Michael. Sally Struthers' character. Let's see here now. The tragedy is horrific, and the bigger point is this. When violence hits any family, people scramble for easy explanations. Mental health, addiction, something snapped. Some of that may be true, but what's undeniable is 2 people are dead and a family is shattered. So yes, mourn, but don't turn this into a circus. And if you're going to talk about it on the timeline, have some decency, because grief is not content. Like that stupid ass, dumbass we call it. He's not mine. He's your president. Oh God, are we happy? Do we feel proud yet? Please tell me. Do you feel proud to be an American? Because I don't. I'm trying to be a Canadian. Fuck this shit. Y'all are embarrassing as hell. Alright, let's see here now. I'm going to bring this down, and because I got to see what this next story is here. Okay, I don't know what the hell this story is. This is nosy news. I don't know where it belongs. Somebody, I'm not sure, is this a feel good, but it had a black woman on it, and it was national, so let's talk about it.
Well, what's going on over there?
Why a black woman's vulnerable story about being seen resonates with more than 1 million people. Oh, I think this is that woman that they did like that. Yeah, I talked about it because it really was not. You remember that black woman statue that was in New York? I didn't like it. I didn't like that statue. I think that's her, but I don't know. I didn't like that statue because it was just so plain. If you're going to do a statue, I mean, come on. I don't want it to look like a regular person. Accentuate the woman. Make her look like she's worth a statue. I mean, just being a bum. I mean, she was looking like a bum in a shirt and some pants. I'm sorry. But if you're going to do a statue, I expect it to be something. I want you to make her look like a goddess. Because I could just take a picture of her and see her every day. Ugh, okay. But anyways, a black woman's TikTok. Okay, this right here. This is the internet can still be human sometimes. A woman's TikTok went viral after she told a story about a moment in a parking lot where a black man approached her and she was basically stunned because she didn't see herself as a beauty standard. She looks fine to me. She's probably very cute when she's not like the pose she's doing and the way they took that picture. She looks like she's cute. At least to me. She described herself as a bald-headed, badly built. I doubt that. She probably just got a big chest and don't know how to accentuate it. Yeah, that's Tish James. Who is Tish James? I don't know. But this is a different story. I see, my mom is like that. I don't understand. You got some stunning women, some stunning black chocolate women who just do not think that very highly of themselves, and it irritates the fuck out of me. My mother is a gorgeous woman. This woman right here is cute as hell. Whew. But and before things went further, she asked him straight up, "Do you see me?" And the man's response was simple. "I'm looking right at you. No performance, no backhanded compliment, no you're cute for just I see you. I see her. She's cute. That pose isn't cute, but she's cute, like I said." Oh, thank you very much. Oh, maybe I'm thinking about something else. No, you're thinking about I don't know who Tish James is, but you're thinking about who you're thinking about. I'm talking about that damn statue, but this is a different situation. I thought she was the same woman. But I got confused. So you're not confused. I got confused. Anyways, he said, I see you. Let's just keep it a buck. A lot of black women walk around feeling invisible, especially dark-skinned women, plus-size women, women with alopecia, women who don't fit the Instagram build-a-bitch blueprint. The comments turned into a whole healing session with people talking about vulnerability, being chosen, being valued, and how exhausting it is to feel like you have to audition for basic affection. I don't see it. She looks like all she needs is a cute outfit and she good. Take that hat off and a cute outfit and you good for the rest of the day. I like the way her lips are popping. Her eyes look like they are very pretty. She doesn't have those crazy ass eyelashes that look like they smacking the shit out of you. She's pretty. She's cute. Anyways, I love that she didn't pretend. She was confident. She didn't do the fake, I always knew I was that girl. She admitted she was shocked. The honesty is what made it powerful. The deeper layer, this isn't really about a man saving somebody. It's about how starved people are to be seen without being judged. It's about how many of us learn to pre-reject ourselves to avoid being rejected out loud. I know I do it. I do it so many times. So if you're listening and that "do you see me" line punched you in the chest, yeah, same. And maybe the takeaway is you don't need permission to be loved, but you do deserve to be loved in a way that doesn't require you to shrink first. And I think a lot of black women do that, and we're taught to do that. We're taught to shrink so we can just fucking live. Oh my God, this was a beautiful story. I'm glad I got it. But guess what? I'm about to make y'all laugh now, because we about to talk about some folks that getting their comings. And this is Terry's favorite part: playing stupid games and winning stupid prizes. My mom loves that one. Ooh, Lord, she loves that. Yeah, go ahead, play them stupid games and win them stupid prizes. I do stupid things sometimes, so shit. She loves to talk about that. Ooh, Lord, that story almost had me to crying. I'm glad I didn't hit 200 today, cause shit, I don't want y'all seeing me cry. And I fought to wear makeup. I actually had makeup on today. I thought the 200, but when I went and looked after my virtual job fair, it went to $199. I said, ooh, I ain't got to cam up. So I'm just being lazy now. I'm gonna wash it off because I gotta do another get ready. I did a get ready with me video, and I'll edit that soon. And I'm going to do another one on Friday because I have another interview. Wish me luck, y'all. Anyways, Circle K attack. Oh, I'm sorry. Ooh, I didn't even start my shit yet. I was kind of blown off by some stuff. Hold on. Here we go.
I don't want this second, I want this. I'm all in my head, swear I'm a wreck. I've been moving like a hot mess.
See, I just don't understand how they can literally treat us so shitty and act like we are so beneath them. Look at the comparison. Look at the comparison. And she didn't have to do too much. Okay. So here we go. Oh, Lord have mercy. You reading it right. Pregnant minister sues Circle K's clerk after violent attack allegedly led to an unthinkable loss. This is some nasty shit, and I hope she wins. So, the story is enraging, but yeah, she's suing, so I'm glad this bitch ain't getting away with it. A black minister named Daria, I hope I'm saying that right, Frances Stokes, says she was 8 months pregnant. Oh, Lord. When she and her family stopped at a Circle K in Bowling Green, Ohio. I done told y'all about Ohio many a times. She forgot to add her rewards points and asked the clerk to void the transaction. According to her lawsuit, that simple request turned into a nightmare. She alleges the clerk, Shannon Walsh, I have a cousin with that name, not Walsh, refused, cursed at her, and when Stokes called her a Karen, the clerk allegedly threw objects, including a jar of change. Oh, hell no. Then came from behind the counter, grabbed her by the hair, and punched her with closed fists in front of her children. Do you have this on camera? How the hell did you let her get that far with all that? I understand you're pregnant, but shouldn't you have fought back and get a lick in? Stokes says she miscarried the next day, and she's suing the employee, Circle K, and the parent company for more than $75,000, alleging negligence, unsafe premises, and failure to properly hire, train, and supervise staff. Was that half the only one up there? That bitch going to jail. If she killed that, she unalived the baby. She going to jail. You going to jail. On the criminal side, Walsh was charged with assault and later pleaded no contest to negligent assault, receiving anger management as part of a sentencing, because in America you can allegedly put your hands on a pregnant black woman and still get consequences that sound like a workplace team building exercise. I still want to know why she didn't put hands back on her. You need to protect your baby. What the hell? Girl, I wouldn't have let her got it. She wouldn't have got around that damn desk after spitting at me. She wouldn't have got around that desk. I'd have been coming around it myself. Stokes says the trauma didn't just hit her, it hit her kids too, including nightmares and sleep issues after watching their mother be attacked. Oh fuck. I would have fought you even more cause my babies are watching. So they need to know that you can't do nothing to us. And of course, Ben Crump is in the part of this. I see his name right there at the bottom of the picture. And here's the thing, though. This is why black folks stay tense in public spaces. People love to act like we're doing too much. Then, when we're cautious, until stories like this remind you that sometimes it really is that unsafe, that fast, over something as stupid as rewards points. She could have really just avoided it and shit. I don't know why she need to get spit on and all that bullshit, but I tell you this one damn thing. That bitch right there, she knew what she was doing to do all of that shit. Because an 8-month pregnant woman is not hard to recognize. Throwing a jar of change at her? Girl, that's metal inside a glass. What is wrong with you? I hope you go to jail. Obviously, that is a booking photo, so I hope you stay your ass in there. Nasty bitch. Moving on. British media offers a rare apology to Meghan Markle and mother after falsely claiming father raised her. Why do they do stupid shit like this? I mean, seriously. I make sure my shit is, I put my shit through like 3 different engines. I find the story, then I summarize it and make sure that it's correct. Then I ask then I go to another AI and I ask it to fact check the shit. Okay? The fuck? So, let's talk about reckless media. British commentator Carol Malone went on GB News and falsely claimed that Doria Ragland, Meghan Markle's mother, was incarcerated and that Meghan was raised only by her father. That claim is not true, and Malone later issued an on-air apology admitting she repeated misinformation she saw online. You need your ass whooped, bitch. You don't even know. Oh my God. I'm not even a fan of Markle. I knew her mama raised her. Shit. GB News anchor Andrew Pierce also apologized on behalf of the network, saying they wished to correct the record. I'm starting to think that whole GB is kind of, y'all kind of don't like us, huh? Like, y'all got me feeling like, wait a minute, something ain't right, motherfucker. That's another one. So we already had the one that we've been suspecting is a racist. Now you got this asshole already going and saying the father, who is white, is the one that did all the work. You motherfucker.
Wait a minute, what the hell?
Exactly. Now let's get into why this matters beyond celebrity gossip. These kind of lies land differently when they're aimed at a black woman. The whole black mother is absent / criminal trope is one of the oldest racist shortcuts in the book. It's nasty, it's lazy, and it's dangerous because it shapes how audiences treat real people. A spokesperson for the Duchess of Sussex, is she still that? Okay, responded with a statement basically saying broadcasters have a duty to inform, not inflame, and this lie has been debunked for years, but keeps getting recycled anyways. So here's the real headline, not Meghan drama. The headline is media accountability. If you saying something that defamatory on air with your whole chest, you can also apologize with your whole chest. And stop platforming viral misinformation like it's news. Because if I saw it online is your source, baby, that's not journalism. That's group chat behavior with a studio budget. I ain't got a studio budget, but I'm doing better than your ass. From what I heard, the father wasn't always there. He tried a few times, but yeah, dude isn't the best guy. And it was all on her. Not to mention, she's American, and I think he's English or something, I think. I don't know. But, see, I even said I don't know. Motherfucker, get on my damn nerves, you ignorant ass people. Now watch this one right here. Woo! Wait till you hear this. White professor accuses HBCU president of discrimination, but then this happened. I know y'all want to know. All right, Maryland, y'all are up again because the University of Maryland Eastern Shore is in the middle of a legal mess that's got everything. Employment beef, racial accusations, and now a dissertation in getting dragged like it owes somebody child support. My father still owes about $3,000. I'm just saying. Anyways, here's what happened. Maybe $1,500. I got another 15 out of him. Here's what happened. A white former professor, Donna Satterlee, filed a lawsuit back in July against UMES president Dr. Heidi Anderson. I believe that's her right there. Yeah, that's Heidi right there. And the university. Satterlee says she was wrongfully terminated after UMES recommended firing her last year. She claims she was denied promotions and paid less than peers. Oh, kind of like us. Okay. And then she adds the part that always turns a workplace dispute into community argument. She alleges the university prioritized African American staff over white staff. Lord have mercy. It's one of them. Bitch. Let me take a moment. I gotta breathe. Give me a moment. Okay. Girl, if I was drinking, I'd have threw the bottle. Bitch. Now this is where it gets spicy and frankly messy in a specific way. Satterlee also accused President Anderson, who is a black woman appointed in 2018, of plagiarizing portions of her 1986 dissertation. And Satterlee says she ran Anderson's dissertation through Turnitin. Yes, the same website students use when they're about to find out they can't paraphrase Wikipedia, and some of my teachers use it. And she claims it flagged at about 26% as stolen. Okay, I can stop you right there. I went to art school. Art school teacher told me your shit has to be 33%. That is the minimum. The minimum where someone can claim that you have stolen their shit. You go to 34 and you're in trouble. 33, you're safe. So if this is 26, bitch, that thing ain't telling you the right thing. I can tell you that right now. Because I've written papers in my voice, and the bitch said I plagiarized. I'm like, how the fuck I plagiarized myself? Anyways, but listen to how Satterley explained her motivation. She said she looked into the dissertation because she was upset about how Anderson was treating her and because she was discussing plagiarism with students. So basically, you're getting rid of me? Cool. I'm about to audit your life. That's the energy. The lawsuit goes further, accusing the university of faking an investigation and using processes to intimidate her and deny due process. Why does this feel like she's trying to flip the script? Like we don't already know how that feels? Strong language, and now President Anderson has responded by filing her own lawsuit against Satterley for defamation. Anderson flat out denies the plagiarism claim and says this is an attack on her character and the university. She's seeking $1 million in damages. On top of that, UMES board chair Tina Wilson publicly backed Anderson. Oh shit, you getting in trouble. This is 2-on-1. And said these accusations fit a disturbing trend meant to undermine her credentials. Anderson dissertation advisor at Purdue and other supporters also signed a letter defending her. So now both women are headed to court, and the campus community is rocked. And let me say this plainly: if this turns into another black woman leader gets challenged with credibility hit jobs, the second she enforces standards, we've seen that movie before. But if there's a real academic misconduct, that's a serious allegation too. And the courts will have to sort it out, who's telling the truth and who's weaponizing accusations because they're mad they got disciplined. Chick, if you are just trying to get white privilege from a black school, fuck you. But if you actually are being discriminated, they wrong for that. I'll say that much. But you doing a lot. I would say that much. You doing a lot. So I'm already got a bias. I'll be honest. I already got a bias. Let's move on. I was so happy when I saw this shit. And not because I want to go to a park, but just because I don't want him to have his way. So, national parks and free days, Senator says this ain't about ego, it's about access. Okay, so this one's about national parks, and it's political, and it's also real life, because people are broke and still deserve fresh air. But I really just don't want to walk in a park, me personally. Not no big-ass park. A group of U.S. senators introduced a new legislation called the Encouraging Public Service in our National Parks and Public Land Act. This goal is to permanently lock in 6 fee-free admission days at the national parks and federal lands. The fee-free days that they want to protect include MLK Day, MLK Junior Day, the first day of National Park Week, Juneteenth, Great American Outdoors Day, National Public Lands Day, and Veterans Day. I promise you, I ain't going nowhere on Flag Day just cause it's fucking Trump's birthday. I'll just wave a little flag, a little red, green, and black American flag. That's all I'm gonna do. Now, the reason this bill exists is because the current administration changed the fee-free calendar. MLK Day and Juneteenth were removed, you fuckers. And in their place, the fucker's birthday. He's not mine. I didn't vote. I voted early. I refuse. June 14th. I had a best friend whose birthday was June 14th. She in Atlanta now. Which overlaps with Flag Day, was added. Those changes are scheduled to kick in January 1st, 2026. Senator Adam Schiff called it a disturbing combo of divisive politics and megalomania, and honestly, the wording was polite compared to what a lot of folks were thinking. Senator Catherine Cortez Masto said, these free days are supposed to encourage civic participation, not stroke somebody's ego, you nasty, dirty bastard. I don't like the word stroke and his name together. I don't. Now, here's the other part that matters. There are additional policy changes coming too, including proposed fees like $100 entry for foreign visitors at certain high-demand parks and $250 annual non-resident passes, with free days limited to U.S. citizens and permanent residents. This country is not your company. Stop trying to bankrupt it, you dumb ass motherfucker. You are not a good businessman at all. You're just a nepo creep. I can't even say baby with that motherfucker in mind. It's disgusting. I'm disgusted. The administration says this keeps access affordable for taxpayers and makes international visitors pay their fair share. What the fuck? Do you know how much money they have to go spend just to come here? Whew. And then they already have money. They have to have money. Look, before I even moved, I had to have at least a little chunk of money. The fuck is wrong with y'all? Hopefully black folks will find a way to celebrate those days. Oh, we gonna celebrate our days regardless. We gonna celebrate. Fuck him. He tried to get rid of black history. Guess what the fuck I'm doing? Fuck him. He will never be able to silence black history or black people. I'll punch him in the fucking face if I ever get the chance to. I promise you. If there was no cops, I could just, no repercussions. Nobody would arrest me. I could just punch him in the fucking face. I'd do it. I'd do it. What international? Nobody wants to visit me. Exactly. Nobody wants to come here because of your ass. Shit. I heard Vegas is taking it hard. The administration says this keeps access affordable for taxpayers and makes international visitors pay their fair share. Some people will agree that some won't, but either way, that's what's clear is the parks are becoming another battleground over who gets access to public resources without extra financial hurdles. The bill has been referred to the Senate Energy and Natural Resources Committee and is waiting on the hearings and amendments. Translation: if you love nature and you love not paying, keep an eye on this, because access to public land should not be treated like a luxury subscription. This motherfucker is trying to make money off of everything. The next thing you know, he's going to try to make money off our souls. You will see freaking if I see a damn card reader, if I see a card reader anywhere near a church, we going to fight. I swear to God, pinky finger going up. We gonna fight. That's all I'm saying. Which is very weird, because why would you put your pinky up? Because that hurts. Shit, that'll fuck up the fight. Anyways, moving on. Because shit ain't. Shit. I saw this, and I thought about it, and I prayed that it wasn't real. But when I found out it was real, I had to report it. Whoo! Cyclist faces swift consequences after spitting on a black delivery driver. Something about spitting. Black folks don't like spit. We don't want none come out your mouth come near us. Unless we allow it. We don't like spit. We don't like shit. We don't like accidental spit. After a moment, shit, I'ma go behind a screen while you spit. I'm behind a screen so I can stay dry. So this already hits different. Now this story went viral because it's one of those moments where somebody tries you thinking you're supposed to just absorb disrespect like it's part of the delivery route. An Amazon delivery driver named David McDonald posted a TikTok video explaining he got into a confrontation with a cyclist who he says racially harassed him, followed him, and then spit on him. I'd have kicked him right in the... It started at an intersection. McDonald says he slowly rolled forward because the road was obstructed and he needed to check for traffic. The cyclist got mad, started name calling, and according to McDonald, used a racial slur. Then it escalated. The cyclist followed him to his next stop and continued yelling and threatening him while McDonald was trying to do his job. McDonald says he asked the man to back away from the truck. Instead, he alleges the cyclist grabbed him and spit on him. Man, my fist would have been in your mouth. My knuckles would have been cut. That's all I gotta say. My knuckles would have been cut. Whoo. That's nasty. I've seen people spit. That is like a switch. I've seen people, you spit on them and that's a fight. That's when McDonald snapped and fought back. In his words, he basically said, he spit on me and I beat his ass. As you should. And I'm gonna be real. Spitting on someone is one of the most disrespectful things you can do. That's not oops. That's not accidental droplets. That's a deliberate act meant to degrade you. I don't want your DNA on me, you nasty bastard. Ew. Where's my damn thing? Cause you know I love science, but that means you got some of your damn DNA on me, you nasty bastard. I don't like that shit. Get off of me. What the hell's my sound effect? I don't want you. I don't want no fluids from you.
Brother,
For real. Ew. Okay, so it's just disgusting. In the video, an older couple approaches McDonald and seems more concerned that he fought back than the fact that the cyclist went full racist and spit on him. McDonald's called them out for the condoning racist behavior and makes it clear, don't ever spit on him again. He said neighbors offered doorbell camera footage to support his account, and now he's launched a GoFundMe to cover lost wages while he recovers. The larger point, people always want black folks to be calm, polite, and non-reactive, whilst letting aggressors do whatever the fuck they want. But respectfully, politics don't cover medical bills, job loss, or trauma. And if you're out here doing racist shit to strangers, then act shocked when consequences arrive, you're not a victim. You just unused to accountability. Yeah, I love it too, because I would have whooped his ass too. It's just something. I don't know about y'all, but I'll whoop your ass faster if you spit on me than if you slap me. Those are the two things that I will. I don't like to fight, but I will automatically get into fighting mode with you. Those are the two things. Two things. You slap me, in other words, you touched my face, or you shared your fucking DNA with fluids. Ew, I'ma fight you. Okay? I made it quite clear. I'm asexual, motherfucker. I have no reason to have any of your DNA near me. We gon' fight. Let's move. Alright, so Jasmine Crockett slams disgusting reaction to Rob Reiner's death. Yeah, that was disgusting. I've been hearing it over and over again. As soon as I saw how big that fucking post was, I was like, I don't even want to hear it. But I done heard it in so many different voices, and then that motherfucker doubled down. Whew. Alright, let's talk about Representative Jasmine Crockett, because she has been doing what a lot of the elected officials refuse to do. Saying the quiet part out loud with receipts and fire. Crockett slammed Crockett slammed felon Donald Trump for his reactions to the death of filmmaker Rob Reiner and Reiner's wife, Michelle, who were stabbed, in their home. Their son has been booked in connection with the unalivings, and authorities have not publicly confirmed a motive. Instead of offering condolences like a normal human being, Trump posted the couple died reportedly due to anger he caused. Dude, we really don't like you. The only reason you're in our head is because you won't go sit down. We really want to get your ass away from us. Shit. Because of what he called is Trump derangement syndrome. I think you have it. You're deranged, fucker. He later doubled down and added he wasn't a fan of Reiner. I'm a fan. I didn't know he did Ghost of Mississippi, and you did All in the Family. Whew. Even Michelle Obama spoke kindly of her friendship with Reiner. That's what I'm saying. Cause ever since that motherfucker, whatever Trump don't like, I'ma go and check it out. If it's cool, I'ma go and check it out. I've been checking out Kimmel. I had a few issues with Kimmel a while back, but right now we gotta we got a common enemy. I still got issues with him when it comes to race. I still side-eye his ass. He got a pass too. He ain't innocent. But anyways, Crockett pointed out exactly why that's dangerous. She said, at a time when people are supposedly trying to denounce political violence, that kind of rhetoric fans flames and creates what she calls a permission structure. In plain English, it sends the message that if someone is anti-MAGA, harm against them is somehow understandable or worse, acceptable. Don't bring that MAGA ass around me. I already went down the list of what MAGA meant. I looked it up. I saw someone look it up. And, yeah, MAGA is a horrible thing in other languages. So bring your ass over here. I got a baseball bat. I ain't got a problem hitting you with it either. I'm ready. I finally got my body cam, y'all. I got my body cam this week. So I'm ready. Instead of offering, I said that. Crockett pointed out, I said that too. Let's see here now. And that's the issue. When a president treats violence like a punchline or a moral lesson, it normalizes the idea that political disagreement can justify cruelty. Crockett also called out the hypocrisy because when violence happens to conservative figures, MAGA demands full national mourning and outrage. But when it's someone they dislike, suddenly it's blame the victim time. Crockett said she doesn't imagine anybody coming to that conclusion so quickly after a tragic death, and she expressed concern about where the country is headed with this kind of leadership. This is why people love Jasmine. She doesn't just critique policy, she critiques the way language is being used to move people toward brutality with a smile. Look, I got a cousin named Jasmine, and her ass prickly as hell too, but hey, I got her back as well. All I gotta say is this is ridiculous. These are evil ass fucking people, and I can't believe y'all voted for this motherfucker. Oh my god. Moving on, cause you know I'm nosy as hell. We got some nosy news again. Oops. Let me bring that back up. Oops. Oh well. And nosy news.
Well, what's going on over there?
So, you remember her? She keeps staying in the news. So, Fawn Weaver addresses backlash interaction with man claiming to be her old schoolmate. How about you just be quiet? Don't say no more. After this, we shouldn't hear from you no more. Get your money straight, and we shouldn't hear from you no more. Okay, this one is a social media story, but it's also a human story about boundaries, safety, and how quickly folks decide you're a villain from a 10-second clip. Fawn Weaver, co-founder of Uncle Nearest Whiskey, has been catching heat after a viral moment at a bottle signing event. A man approached her claiming he knew her from middle school and asked if she remembered him. Instead of just saying no, Weaver turned to the crowd and basically joked about how wild it is to expect someone to remember you from 6th grade through 8th grade from over 35 years ago. But it's just a regular question. That's all I gotta say. It's just a thank you about my body cam. Thank you. Some people thought it was rude and humiliating, and once the internet labels you as mean, it's like sharks smell blood and they don't care if you were startled, overwhelmed, or just trying to keep things moving. Weaver responded on Instagram with accountability. She didn't do that fake influencer apology where she cried into the ring light glare and blamed misinterpretation. She said that the moment was hers, she owned it. She apologized immediately and she would handle parts of it differently today. Then she said something I actually respect. Accountability doesn't require perfection. It requires ownership. I like that. Okay, I don't feel so irritated with her now. She's also explained context. She stepped out of her car and this man was directly in her path, close to her face, no smile, no greeting, just, do you remember me? That kind of approach can feel off, especially when you're a public figure. and personal safety is always a calculation. I want to know why he was all up in her face, and why don't you have security, ma'am? You coming to speak, why don't you have security? Because he shouldn't have gotten that close to you, but at the same time, you should have just said no. I get sick of them. Yeah, I do too. I like how she owned it, though. She owned it. She didn't cry, but you could have saved yourself a whole lot of shit if you just had said no and kept it moving. I'm sorry, I don't remember you, and keep going. So anyways, but here's the nuance. You can acknowledge she didn't handle it perfectly and still understand why that situation could feel uncomfortable. Two things can be true. You don't have to pick a cartoon villain. I agree. Also, she noted the clip overshadowed what was otherwise a record-breaking signing event where high-priced bottles sold out quickly in multiple locations, and that's part of the cruelty of virality. One awkward moment can eat your whole narrative like it's a snack. It's the same. One rotten apple ruins the whole barrel. I like her response too. So yes, she apologized, she owned it, she gave context, and honestly, that's more maturity than most people show online while they're judging strangers like saints. Exactly. That's how I feel. But I went into someone's chat, and I'm not sure if this person was talking to me or if they was cussing me out, because they said something that didn't have no vowels in it. And I'm like, I told my friend, I said, hey, I don't know, but I think one of your subscribers cussed me out in another language. I don't know. Because I was trying to figure out what the hell was on her head. She was in a TikTok thing and she was drawing. I could tell she was drawing. And I wanted to know what was on her head because it looked like a little teddy bear. And I'm like, where the hell is there a teddy bear on her head? It was one of those effects. And I just wanted to pick at her a little, play. But her friend came back. I hate third wheels. I really do. I hate when I'm having a one-on-one and then the third wheel jump in and don't know shit about what we talking about. I hate that. I really do. But let's wrap this up with one more story. I'm happy to see this dude because honestly, I'm sick of this damn country at this point. Obama. Apparently, I made the picture too big. He was really low. Where the hell is that other picture? There you go. I thought I got rid of that motherfucker. Anyways, meet the moment. Barack Obama lays out strategy for Democrats to fight back against Trump. So Barack Obama popped up at a Democratic fundraiser in Los Angeles on December 14th, 2025, alongside House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries. They fuck around, he gonna end up the president. And basically gave Democrats the pep talk they swear they don't need while actively acting like they need it. His message was simple. Unify. Meet the moment. Not in a sing kumbaya way. More like, if y'all don't get it together, the country is about to keep getting cooked. Obama laid it out in a two-part plan. First, win back the House in 2026. He called it a circuit breaker because if Democrats control the House, they can at least block what he described as the worst impulses coming out of the White House, which we all know. I don't understand it because half the motherfuckers ain't even what's considered white, and they still got power. How does that work? Second, once you've got a lever of power back, build a bigger story, a message that speaks to the people who feel shut out of politics instead of talking like you're hosting a graduate seminar. Obama basically said Americans don't care about Democrats' internal nerdy debates. They care about paying bills and living with dignity. Say it again. Paying bills and living with dignity. Motherfucker. Dignity. And the timing is not random. Democrats are still divided over funding fights and a huge immediate issue, Affordable Care Act subsidies that are set to expire at the end of the month. Did you hear a bunch of Republicans went and jumped on to the Democrat side as well? We got 218 to get that fucking bill, and I swear to God, they better, if we have to shut down, hold strong. Y'all get ready. All I'm saying is, if we got to shut down next month, start stocking the fuck up. Because we gonna hold. These motherfuckers can't keep doing this shit. All they doing is leeching off of America. How the hell does 10% have all the fucking money, but 90% is fucking just struggling to live? How? How, Sway? How? Well, I guess I can't say Sway no more. I'll get in trouble. Anyways, here's the plot twist. A discharge petition led by Jeffries to force a House vote on extending those subsidies hit the magic number 218 signatures after 4 swing district Republicans signed on. That's a big deal because it bypasses leadership. So Obama's real point is get power first, then argue about ideology later. Because if the house is on fire, nobody cares if you prefer sparkling water or still. Put the flames out, dummy! Damn! They still don't get, they still didn't vote right. No, they don't. They don't. They never do. Get on my goddamn nerves. They get on my motherfucking nerves. It's just like, you do realize, if you have all the money, you will not get any more. Do you not get that? Because we don't have any more. You jackasses. But, ooh, let me bring this down. We going into history now, shit. I gotta bring it down. Everything's gotta come down now, because, let me get that down. Yeah, I gotta switch out of my outfit before I hit this story. We getting into history now. I got some history for y'all. I got this, and then I got another one, cause I've been taking screenshots. I knew that website wasn't gonna stay long with all them Black History stories and stuff. So when they update, I'll update. But if not, I still got Black History for y'all. So y'all check this out. And I'll be right back. Where's my education? It's education time. If you don't want education, get your ass out. Where's my education? I keep losing it every time, and I don't understand why. I should have it up here.
Yo, it's too many, hey, it's too many, yo, it's too many, yo, it's too many lies. Look in my eyes, they know I'm the truth. Knocking them down every time I step in the booth. We ain't gotta lie, they know we the vibe, we living in proof. It's young conscious, shoot my life a movie, I live in a spoof. Ain't no sticking around, I'm on the move, I'm checking the dudes. Yeah, it's only us two, so you know we copping that coupe. We on the roof, smoking dope, look at the view. Yeah, we used to chill on the stoop, now we out here breaking the news. It ain't shit you.
Oh shit. Thank you so much for letting me know. I did not realize you didn't hear me. I'm so sorry. Well, I'm back, and this was what I was doing in the background. I was basically, getting pictures of people. You feel me? And this is what I was doing. So, tonight's history segment is about the powerful 1969 image out of Oakland, California. A black woman with her fist raised holding food. And if you wondered what black resistance looks like when it's organized, disciplined, and effective, it looks like feeding children before school. I was in Mississippi, and they had like this little trailer, and we would all go there before school to eat. In the summer, when there was no school, we would go there to eat for school and lunch. In January 1969, the Black Panther Party launched the Free Breakfast for School Children program at St. Augustine's Episcopal Church in West Oakland. Their logic was basic and undeniable. A hungry child can't learn, so they didn't beg, they built. And this wasn't a granola bar, be grateful. Panthers were serving real breakfast, hot food, structure, dignity before the school day even started. The program spread fast. By the end of 1969, the Panthers claimed they fed tens of thousands of children, and they really did that shit. They didn't get any money from the government. So any of y'all motherfuckers trying to come at us people that been here, don't do that. Don't do that. Dozens of programs were operating across the country. Teachers reported better attendance. Kids were more focused. Parents felt supported instead of judged. The community saw what happens when black folks stop waiting on permission to survive. Now here's the part that the people conveniently forget when they try to rewrite Panther history like it was only leather jackets and headlines. The FBI and police started the breakfast program not because it was violent, but because it worked. FBI Director J. Edgar Hoover called it one of the Panthers' most effective activities and framed it as a major threat essentially because it built trust between black families and black organizers. That don't sound like a bad thing to me. Authorities harassed sites, raided locations, and tried to discredit the program. Imagine being so committed to hating black progress that you're beefing with eggs and grits. That's the level of fear black self-sufficiency inspires. And yes, programs like this forced the country to confront child hunger more seriously when people saw Panthers doing what government wasn't. It made excuses harder to sell. So when you see that photo, don't think charity. Think mutual aid as resistance. Sometimes revolution doesn't look like a march. Sometimes it looks like breakfast served with love, discipline, and a side of we're not asking. So sometimes we need to do the fucking work is what she's saying. But like I said, this is what I was doing behind the scenes. I knew that some of those websites wouldn't have enough of us to learn. So I went to other websites and I looked over there and I found other places and I did screenshots and I grabbed this stuff because I felt like this is something we need to know about. So you're going to probably see some of these as well come up every now and then, these little screenshots, and I'm going to have a story on it. So we know. And this shit is out there now. And they can't get rid of it. Because whoever hears this shit knows off the back this story happened. And you can't change the fucking past. So that's it with that. I'm going to close that one out. And I'm going to bring this one down because that's for afterwards. After we get all the stuff out of the way. But we got another story on our shit. I have a mutual aid to conduct on Saturday. Oh! Good luck on it. I hope it works clear. I've had to do mutual aids before as well. I don't like doing those. It's kind of nerve-wracking sometimes, especially when you're in a chemical plant. But anyways, let's continue on that education tip, alright? So, how Black America is building wealth and preserving history despite the challenging times. Let's talk about Black resilience because we keep getting told to stay hopeful by people who don't have to survive what we survived. But the truth is, Black folks don't just endure. We adapt, we organize, we build, we structure when the system tries to starve us out. We've seen anti-DEI rollbacks, political violence, attacks on civil rights, language, and all the usual tricks. And the response from the community hasn't been surrender. It's been strategy. Supporting our own, spending intentionally, and creating institutions that keep money circulating where it actually matters. A perfect example is what just happened in Missouri. The African Diaspora Federal Credit Union opened in St. Anne, designed to serve African immigrants and African Americans, help Black communities build wealth, and access banking without getting treated like a risk category with legs. Please, God, protect this institution. Please, because they always destroy our shit. And yes, the black dollar has power. When we move like we understand it, we've watched consumers hit companies where it hurts, especially when brands play in our faces with equity talk and then quietly back out when it's time to stand for something. Target? We're also seeing serious investments in legacy and preservation. Palm Beach County approved a $1 million grant for an African American museum and research library in West Palm Beach. Don't let that orange turd know about it. Tied to preserving black history and honoring a historic black school site. And for erasure games, history keeps boomeranging. Folks try to scrub the black contribution from black public view, and communities push back until it gets put back where it belongs. So when people ask, is hope dead? Nah, hope is just busy. Hope is in credit unions, museums, mutual aid, HBCU support, lawsuits, school boards, voters, and the everyday black folks who keep creating a future with or without approval. That's not black magic, that's black work. Moving on. Let me see here now. Alright, y'all. We about to move on into education. So I'm gonna bring this down and we're gonna talk about education. I gotta make an educational one soon. But for the moment, let's do this one. How early education provider Kiana Sanders is helping families facing financial uncertainty. Or, child care costs are criminal, and one Maryland provider said, bet, I'm helping anyways. Child care in America is so expensive it's basically rent with snacks. Nationally, the average annual cost is around $13,000, meaning many families are paying $1,000 plus a month. In Maryland, it can be even worse. Some analysts pull full-time child care costs above $24,000 a year, which is absolutely insane unless your toddler is paying bills and doing taxes. And people aren't just budgeting badly. Families have been getting hit with layoffs, shutdown-related pay disruptions, and public assistance programs that freeze or lag. Meanwhile, early childhood programs like Head Start and state pre-K often over-subsidized, unstable, or caught in political budget crossfire. That's where Kiana Sanders, founder of Sandbridge Early Learning Center, comes in. She's offering 16 free pre-K slots for 3 to 4-year-olds at locations in Windsor Mill and Cansonville, funded through a Maryland education grant. We need more people like her. I'm willing to teach my own kids, but if if there are kids around my age that are black that need it too, I'll be willing to teach them as well at this point. Let's see. During government shutdown fallout, she even paused tuition payments for furloughed families and worked out temporary repayment plans so kids could stay enrolled. That's not business. That's community care with a backbone. She also pointed out something providers don't always say out loud. Reliance on subsidies can be risky when states freeze voucher programs and providers can't get paid on time, meaning centers close and families lose options. Yes, she is. She's a real superwoman. Her advice to parents is practical. Tour facilities, trust your instincts, interview staff, and keep applying for assistance even when programs are frozen. Because when funding opens back up, you want to be in line already. And I love she said child care providers should be viewed as partners, not just another bill. Because nobody raising kids needs more shame. They need support. Exactly, god dang it. I might not have any children right now, but damn it if I didn't help a bunch of them on my way up. God dang it. I pushed them little booties up out of my face. But still, they got an education with me, I promise you. Shit. I didn't even know they stopped doing handwriting, and I was teaching a little Japanese kid handwriting. I was overseas. I do it here, but a lot of motherfuckers crazy. And I don't have time or money to stop, and I don't want to get paid low. So, hey, I might open my own school my own way. Shit. I've taught kids, and it don't matter what country you in. Kids are kids. Just make sure they learn the right thing. I'm gonna bring that one down though, and now it is time for good news, y'all. We getting close to the end. Don't worry. There's a lot of celebrity news, but don't worry. And then we got that little fashion show, the Gotham one at the end. So I'm gonna get y'all through this real quick. Let me go ahead and hit y'all up on this one real quick. This is our good news, because sometimes you just really need some fucking good news. And you know, where the hell is my thing? I'm so not set up all the way. Good news. Okay, I got you. So, former Governor DeVal Patrick endorses Georgia House candidate Everton Blair in primary challenging David Scott. Now we've got a Georgia political storyline that's giving passing the torch energy, with a side of why do we keep waiting until folks are 80 to have this conversation. Former Massachusetts Governor DeVal Patrick has endorsed Everton Blair Jr. in the Democratic primary for Georgia's 13th congressional district, calling him a deeply caring servant leader with big ideas and a record of getting things done. And that's what we need. Shit. They ain't doing shit but getting things done for rich people. Blair is running in a crowded primary against longtime Congressman David Scott, who has represented the district since 2003 and is now 80. Your ass should have been retired, you old ass motherfucker. Scott's faced criticism about aging, reportedly lost the powerful committee position, so challengers smell vulnerability. This is a solidly Democratic district in Atlanta's eastern suburb, so the primary is basically the main event. The election is scheduled for May 19th, 2026. I guess everybody got to start early. Alright, I'll see you when you come back. Blair's background matters. Former high school math teacher, made history in 2018 as the first black and youngest ever elected member of Gwinnett County Board of Education, and he's the son of Jamaican immigrants. He's working across education policy, including serving a White House initiative under Obama. His platform is what you'd expect for a district where people are tired. Affordability, strengthening public schools, expanding healthcare access, and protecting civil rights and democracy. He's framing this as about our neighbors, not titles, and says the district needs stronger representation and new energy. Patrick's endorsement gives him national shine, especially because Patrick is one of the only black governors in the U.S., and he's not endorsing lightly. So here's the question for voters. Do you stick with familiarity and seniority, or do you gamble on someone who might fight harder and move faster? Because we love the elders is real, but we need results before all of us age out of healthcare. Exactly. Man, we can't be sitting here waiting for y'all no more. Y'all got to go sit down, retire, let the youngins go. If they moving and grooving and they doing it, move out the way. Shit. Other good news. Dallas father and son achieved the same heartwarming goal at the same time, and they ain't done. Okay, I love this one because it's not trauma, it's not scandal, it's not look at the suffering, it's black legacy on purpose. In Dallas, Lamontre Lott, 53, and his son Michael Lott, it's not spelled like you think, walked the stage together and earned their bachelor degrees at the University of North Texas at Dallas on December 16th. Same ceremony, same family, same cap and gown moment. 2 generations. We're doing this and we're doing it loud. What makes it hit harder is the backstory. Lamontre is a Dallas firefighter engineer with 24 years of service. He didn't even finish high school at first. He had to go back and get his GED and keep pushing. That alone is a whole testimony. Because grown folks going back to school while working full time is not inspirational, it's exhausting. That's discipline. Michael said he's blessed to have a father like his father, and that his dad always preached education led by example. And I love that, because sometimes people want to act like black fathers aren't present. Then a story like this comes along and smacks the stereotype in the mouth. Unfortunately, I'm a part of the stereotype, but I like seeing it when they own up. I love seeing when a father owns up. Michael said I already said that. Lamontre joked that he didn't graduate summa cum laude like his son, because yes, that baby did that. But he was proud just to wear a cap and gown for the first time. He said it broke a family generational cycle, and honestly, that's real flex. Not just surviving the cycle, but ending it. And they're not done. Both of them plan to return to the school for graduate school next fall. So if anybody needed proof it's never too late, here you go. Black men are out here building futures in real time. Woo, I'm right there in between y'all, because I'm going to be 45 next year, and I'm in school too, getting my master's. Am I in graduate school? I think I'm in my graduate school. Didn't know that. Alright, moving on. We're still on the good news. The black teen civil rights trailblazer whose statue took over a DC Confederate generals. Yes we can. So let's talk about Barbara Rose Johns, because history has been playing in her face for decades, and now the record is finally getting corrected where it matters most, inside the U.S. Capitol. Keep that turd away. Barbara Rose Johns was 16 years old in 1951 when she led a student strike in Virginia demanding equal education. 16. Most of us at 16 were worried about hair crushes and whether we could get a ride home. This girl was like, actually, the school system is trash and we're not accepting it. Her activism got the NAACP's attention. Her school's conditions became part of the legal groundwork that fed into the Supreme Court cases that made up Brown versus Board of Education. And in 1954, the court finally ruled that separate but equal in public schools was unconstitutional because it was never equal and everybody knew it. Now, fast forward more than 70 years later, on December 16th, the Capitol unveiled a statue of a teenage Barbara Rose Johns holding a damaged book on a pedestal, that pedestal in her quote, "Are we going to just accept these conditions, or are we going to do something about it?" Shit, I wish I had done something about it when I was younger. Woo! Because that line still applies today. Education, healthcare, housing, wages, all of it. They also carved a quote from Isaiah, "And a little child shall lead them," which is perfect because she literally did. And here's the part that's delicious. I hate that word. The statue fills the space that opened up after a statue of Confederate Robert E. Lee was removed. So yes, the Capitol took down a symbol of white supremacy and put up a black teenage girl who challenged injustice. That's a glow up. Yeah, she deserved that, and please God, don't let that idiot find out, because he'll probably try and get it pulled down. Assholes. Nearly 200 of her family members were there. Leaders attended, choir performances. It was a full moment, and it matters because children walking through that building now can see that power doesn't always come with age or a title. Sometimes it comes with courage and a refusal to accept that just how it is. Barbara Rose Johns deserves that statue. Period. That's what I'm talking about. And we're not done. We're not done. There's still some more good news, and I'm so glad because I'm sick of this fucked up news we've been doing. Joseline, I hope I said that right. Joseline Pena Melnick, elected speaker. We're going to go with Joseline. Speaker in Maryland. First Afro-Latina, first immigrant. Now watch the work. Maryland just made history again. On December 16, Joseline Pena Melnick was officially voted in as Speaker of the Maryland House of Delegates, becoming the first Afro-Latina and first immigrant to hold that role in state history. Here we go again. She's a 59-year-old Democrat, originally from the Dominican Republic. I'm not going nowhere near you, lady, because I'm sick and tired of them always thinking I'm one of you. No offense. I just don't like getting in fights with Puerto Ricans. Representing parts of Prince George's and Anne Arundel counties, her family immigrated to New York when she was 8, and she said that experience shaped her interest in civil rights and the law early on. That's the immigrant story Black Americans understand. You learn quickly what systems do to people, and you either shrink or you organize. She takes over after Speaker Adrian Jones stepped down earlier this month, and Adrian Jones deserves her flowers too. She became Maryland's first black speaker back in 2019 after a longtime speaker, Mike Bush, passed. I think I talked about her. That was a turbulent transition at the time, and it matters that Maryland keeps putting black women in leadership, even when it's not comfortable for everybody. In this latest speaker race, support consolidated fast behind Pena Melnick. She was one of 4 candidates, but within days, others dropped out and she endorsed her, clearing the path. In her remarks, Pena Melnick, can't we just call her Jocelyn, said she didn't even have enough words for how she felt because it's heavy. She described herself as an inclusive leader, saying the House belongs to all of them, and she emphasized she'll fight for everyone, especially those who feel unseen and unheard. Maryland's First Lady Dawn Moore and other leaders congratulated her, praising her compassion and commitment. Now here's what I'm watching. Historic firsts are beautiful, but also need policy wins, affordable living, healthcare access, education funding, public safety without over-policing, and protection for working families. The title is The Door. The work is what changes lives. But still, first Afro-Latina, first immigrant speaker, that's Maryland putting a stamp on the future. I told you, you can change the future, you can't change the damn past. Now this one right here, I didn't know what to say about it, but check it out.
You should have been talking shit.
Hold on, I missed it. There it is. I fell over it. Here we go. There it is. Let me get it big. So Stefan Diggs and Cardi B host Winter Wellness Wonderland event in Boston for moms. Everybody had a hard year. I was not there. I'm over in Worcester. That's Central. Alright, this story is actually sweet, and we don't get enough sweet stories, and they aren't fake or corny. So, New England Patriots wide receiver Stefan Diggs, that's who that is, 32, hosted his first Winter Wonderland wellness event near Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, that's near me, on December 15th, and the whole focus was uplifting women, especially mothers who have been carrying families and communities through a hard year. Where were you when my mother was up here? This was an invitation-only holiday wellness setup. Yoga, massages, facials, and just quiet. A real break. Not the kind of self-care where you light a candle and still have to answer 40 emails. Actual rest. Diggs said he wanted to pay it forward and acknowledge that moms in particular had it rough this year. His own mother was there too, which makes it feel less like PR and more like personal values. Now, yes, his girlfriend was present, and the article mentions her. I'm not here to make this a celebrity segment because the point is bigger than that. The point is a man with a platform decided to create a space where women could excel. That's it. That's the deadline. That's the headline. His Diggs Deep Foundation focuses on education, wellness, and social impact, and he said he hopes this becomes a recurring tradition. And the message he wanted guests to leave with was a simple: somebody is thinking about you, somebody appreciates you. And honestly, in a world where moms are stretched thin and expected to be superheroes with no cape, no sleep, that message lands. We can critique athletes all day for the nonsense, but when somebody uses their resources to give people dignity and rest, I'm not going to hate on that. And I'm glad for it, and I'm glad they didn't make it all about her. Jesus. Alright, now, we're moving on, because, it was a very robust week. I got news for y'all. Shit. Come on. We got one more good news, I think, and then we're going to move into the celebrities. Morehouse School of Medicine gets $800K for health equity research. We don't need another study, we need solutions. So now this is the kind of story that matters because it's about health equity with actual infrastructure behind it, not just buzzwords. Morehouse School of Medicine received $800,000 to co-sign the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation new program called Health Equity Research for Action, or HERA. Morehouse will be one of the 3 national coordinating centers for this multi-year effort. And the key phrase is for action, because communities are tired of being researched like lab material while nothing changes in the real world. Dr. Latrice Rollins from Morehouse spoke about the opportunity and the importance of community-engaged research, meaning research that's done with communities, not to them. The goal is to strengthen outcomes in resource-limited rural and urban communities where healthcare gaps aren't mysteries. They're public policies. They're policy choices that got normalized. Let's see here now. They aren't mysteries either. HERA's goals are big but focused. 1. Implement a new model for health equity research. 2. Support and spread research that identifies structural solutions. 3. Increase power and representation among health equity researchers. That third point matters. Too often, the people most affected by health inequities are not the ones controlling the funding, the research agenda, or what gets published and acted on. So if HERA actually shifts who holds decision-making power, that's a serious move. Give me a second. Oh, never mind. That's my damn cat telling me she brought me a goddamn mouse. She didn't bring it to me. She just brings it under the bed, but she get me all freaked out because she's screaming. Anyways, Morehouse School of Medicine was founded in 1975. An HBCU medical institution has been recognized for its social mission around health equity and justice. And RWJF is one of the biggest health philanthropy forces in the U.S. with a stated commitment to dismantling structural racism and barriers to health. So in plain terms, this is money going into building a national research engine that's supposed to produce solutions, not just reports that sit on shelves while people keep dying early. Because healthcare should be a right, not a privilege. And if anybody understands what it looks like when it's treated like a privilege, it's black communities. And that is it for that. We're going to move on into some business news because, yeah, we need that shit. So, check this out. I'm sorry, let me move that out of the way. Over 90% of streaming shows are created by white people, studies find. I wonder why. So, how did that do that? That is not right there. Lord, I think I'm going to have a fight. Okay, so Hollywood's diversity slide turns out in, no. Yeah. I screwed up somewhere. Where the hell? Give me a second here. Oh, I put that right in the middle. That's fine. I know what to do then. Okay, I think I got it. Alright, I got it. Yeah, I did that right in the middle of that. That was weird. Alright, so, So UCLA dropped its annual Hollywood diversity report, and if you thought the industry was committed to diversity after 2020, surprise, that commitment apparently, it was Mavis. Hattie don't do that. Hattie just pukes, and she's gross. Anyways, that commitment apparently had an expiration date. The report looked at 250 most viewed scripted streaming series of 2024, and the numbers are ugly. Over 90% of those shows were created by white people. White men alone accounted for nearly 80% of all creators, and white actors filled 80% of all roles. Women created only 49 out of 222 scripted series, and creators of color made up a microscopic 8%. That's not oops, we slipped. That's a full rollback. What makes it worse is that it isn't accidental. After the 2020 uprising following George Floyd's unaliving, studios loudly rolled out DEI initiatives. But in the last year, major companies, Disney, Amazon, Paramount, Warner Brothers, have quietly cut or eliminated those programs. You bastards. Let me go down here. Okay, here it is. UCLA's Darnell Hunt said that the decline wasn't surprising given the election results, and he warned that shutting the door on diversity shuts down creativity, collaboration, and growth. And the irony, the same report shows that shows centered on women and underrepresented groups generated higher engagement. People actually watch them. Imagine that. So the takeaway isn't that diversity failed. The takeaway is that corporations chose comfort over creativity, and they're telling the same stories with the same faces, wondering why audiences feel bored and disconnected. Hollywood didn't lose diversity, they dropped it on purpose. Hey, I think my show is pretty damn good, personally. I keep it at pretty level. We're still in business, so check this one out. Yeesh. Give me just a moment. Where's my thing? Okay.
You shouldn't have been talking shit.
Bum B expands Trill Burgers with third Houston area location. Houston business news without the nonsense. Trill Burgers is growing, and this time it's personal. The brand, founded by Bum B, just opened a new location in Missouri City on December 10th inside Fort Bend Town Center II. It's the company's third Houston area restaurant and the first in Missouri City, one of the fastest growing black rich communities in the region. I am surprised. I knew a lot of people were going to Missouri City, but wow. Since opening its first brick and mortar in Montrose in 2023, you open on Montrose? Montrose is like the rainbow. Okay. Trill Burgers has moved fast. The second location opened in spring earlier this year, and a fourth spot on Westheimer, I lived near there, it is already planned for 2026. That's not hype. It's growth. That's measured expansion. But Bum B says this location matters because Missouri City is home. And while I don't always agree with his celebrity associations, I'll say this: bringing jobs, ownership, and capital into black communities matters more than branding ever will. The restaurant itself seats 92 and has the signature yellow and black look and features a mural honoring Zero. He was a good rapper. Grounding the space in Houston hip-hop history. That detail matters because culture without credit is exploitation. The menu stays tight. The OG burger, vegan OG options, kid meals, fries, Trill lemonade, which popped off at the Houston Rodeo earlier this year. Here's the bigger point. Growth doesn't have to mean dilution. Sometimes expansion just means bringing resources back to people who built you. And in a city where legacy actually means something, that matters. Moving on, because now we're actually in celebrity news. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do my little promos. If you're looking for some lip gloss that'll keep you calm, check out CBD Honey Lips. I still haven't gotten that weird red mark off my face. I gotta get that off my face. But anyways, check this out. I'll be right back. Ha ha ha. You still didn't get y'all didn't get me to cam up. I can't really talk. I'm only one away. But yeah, check this commercial out and I'll be right back.
just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the. It's just me and the fam. Yeah, yeah. It's just me and the fam. See my little Tay-Tay, that's my hype girl, that's my mascot. Little ones go for hours and some hours till we pass out. Stay inside the house, turned up with them racks out. Stay inside the house, turned.
Alright, I don't know who this is, but apparently he got in trouble, and I'm gonna talk about it. So, K-Flock sentenced to 30 years. Talent doesn't cancel consequences. I don't know what you did, but your ass is going to jail. And I can't stop it. And I don't feel no ways about it because I don't know who the hell you are. But you look young, and I'm sorry for that. So this story is heavy, and it needs to be handled honestly. Rapper K-Flock, real name Kevin Perez, was sentenced to 30 years in prison after being convicted on federal charges including racketeering conspiracy and attempted unaliving. Let me see. Yeah, that's true. That's also true. Alright, so, he's 22 years old. A federal judge said a short period between 2020 and 2021 left dozens of people pew-pewed, injured, or unalived in the Bronx. The judge didn't mince words. He said Perez glorified violence, taunted witnesses, and helped create a cycle that fed itself. After being cleared on one count, Perez posted "Kill all rats" on social media, referring to people who testified. That mattered in sentencing. The court acknowledged Perez had promise, but promise doesn't erase victims and talent doesn't undo bullets. Perez told the judge he's changed, saying he was 18 at saying who he was at 18 isn't who he is today. I hate when they do that. And maybe that's true, but the justice system doesn't sentence who you might become. It sentences what you did. You cannot redo the past. This is where we need to be clear with ourselves. The industry keeps profiting off of violent imagery, but the artists pay the real price. Labels disappear, fans move on, courts don't. This isn't about the celebrity punishment. It's about naming reality. Because every time we pretend street mythology equals empowerment, another young black life ends up locked away. And that's not culture. That's loss. We're going to move on because we have another update. Nosy news. Because apparently people can't seem to keep their ass out of fucking news once they've gotten in trouble. So more nosy news. Where's my nosy news? There you go. Let me just bring this down and get this up here. Alright.
Well, what's going on over there?
So we finally know what allegedly happened to Dave Sharon Moore the day Sharon Moore was arrested. So this next one is disturbing, and it's not about football anymore. Excuse me. Former University of Michigan head coach Sharon Moore was fired for cause on December 10th after an internal investigation found he violated university policy tied to an intimate relationship with a staffer. Moore is married with children, and the relationship reportedly lasted nearly 2 years. That's nasty, and it doesn't stop there. According to police testimony, after being fired, the staffer went to her apartment to leave town. She says Moore entered her home without permission, refused to leave, grabbed knives, and told her, "You ruined my life." She contacted her lawyer, who contacted police. You already know this is where this is going. Moore allegedly threatened self-harm and fled before being arrested. Man, you fucked up. He was later charged with felony home invasion, stalking, and breaking and entering. He's been released on bond with strict conditions, no contact, GPS monitoring, and continued mental health treatment. His next court date is January 22nd. And let's be honest. Wait a minute. Moore made history earlier this year as the first black head coach of Michigan. That fact matters, but it does not protect anyone from accountability. My cousin went to that school. And let's be honest, this is what happens when power, entitlement, and emotional instability collide. The university fired him for cause, which reportedly makes him ineligible for a nearly $14 million buyout. Michigan football will move on. The legal system will decide to the rest. And this is your reminder: representation without integrity is not progress. Hey, you make your bed, you lie in it. That's what I was told. Moving on with more celebrity shit. I don't pay attention to this dude, but he's always in our faces. So let's talk about it. Kai Cenat opens up about mental health, where here's why it matters beyond him. Fuck, I always talk about mental health. What is... Okay, I'm going to be very clear. This story is not about celebrity worship. Streamer Kai Cenat shared that he's been struggling with mental health, specifically self-doubt and fear, over the last several months. He said it publicly on his birthday and framed it as transparency, not sympathy seeking. I would suggest you invest your money then. If you're not sure if this can keep you going, I suggest you diversify your money. That's what I would suggest you do. Now, whether you like him or not is irrelevant, but what matters is the broader context. Mental health conversations among black boys and men are still rare and still dangerous to ignore. According to a 2024 study using CDC data, self-deletion is the second leading cause of death for black youth ages 15 to 24. Black men die by self-deletion at more than 4 times the rate of black women. That's not influencer drama, that's public health. When someone with a massive platform speaks openly, it creates space, not because they're special, but because visibility breaks silence. Cenat emphasized ambition as part of his stress, which is familiar territory. Pressure to keep producing, never rest, never fail publicly. He said he's improving and plans to pull back his personal life from public view. That's actually very healthy. I suggest that too to you. He just received a streamer award. Yeah, he did. So here's the takeaway. Black men deserve support without being turned into mascots or cautionary tales. Therapy isn't weakness, pausing isn't failure, and vulnerability doesn't make you less capable. We don't need to idolize anybody to acknowledge that mental health is survival. Look, I don't care. I don't really pay attention to the dude, but it's good that he's taking care of himself, because from what I heard, they tried to pull one on him while he was getting that award. They tried something. They tried him. That's all I can say. And I don't really like that shit. But let me get to this next story. Let me bring this down, and I'll get to this next story. And we're almost done. I think that might have been entering into, Hold on. Give me a second. Yeah, this is still medical. It's medical, but this is also health. So I don't know what to tell you, but what is health? I forgot that button. I think it's 6. Yeah, it is. Alright, so we're moving on to health.
Emotional.
That is not what I wanted.
We are.
So, Real Housewife of Atlanta star Shamia Morton sues over chemical spill gone bad. What black women need to know about the routine. I don't like the whole thought of anybody peeling shit off of me, personally. I don't know what she looks like now, but that sounds like it might have been painful. So boom, this isn't a Real Housewife story because I don't care who argued at brunch. This is a black woman's body story, and it's about medical accountability. Shamia Morton filed a lawsuit against Dr. Jing Wong Harris and Pretty Face, I'm not joking, that's her real name, Jing Wong Harris and Pretty Faces Atlanta, saying a chemical pill was done so recklessly it caused second-degree chemical burns, blistering, and permanent scarring. The suit claims an employee applied about double the manufacturer's recommended amount. Why would you do that? I don't like fucking with materials like that. And Morton says she wasn't properly warned about the risk or given documentation the way you're supposed to be when someone is literally melting layers of skin off your body, off you. That's terrifying. You know, I'll just go ahead and take my scrub brush and scrub it off. And here's what makes black women sit up straight. Chemical pills can come with a higher risk of discoloration for darker skin tones. Your skin ain't that light, lady. Ooh. That's not an opinion, that's dermatology reality. So if you're melanated and somebody is casual with the concentration, casual with the aftercare instructions, casual with the supervision, that's how you end up with hyperpigmentation, scarring, and a long recovery road. Let me say this plainly for the girls in the back. Med spa is not a magic word. Board certified is not a force field. You still need to ask, who is actually performing the procedure? What pill type and strength is it? What's the pain plan if I react badly? And who is supervising it in real time? Because if somebody downplays your pain and dismisses you as dramatic or can't produce clean, informed consent paperwork, get up and go. Your skin is not a practice dummy. Damn, I hope she's okay. That sounds horrible. Shit, I'm nervous of hair glue. Alright, we still in health though. Big tech thirst threatens our health and we must demand better. These motherfuckers are doing a lot of bullshit and I keep hearing about it. So now this is the kind of story that should make everyone lean in, because this is not just Oregon. Ohio is looking like it might be next. A Rolling Stone investigation highlighted a health crisis in Morrow County, Oregon, where residents report miscarriages and rare cancer, while officials raised alarms about dangerously elevated nitrates in drinking water. The reporting suggests massive water use connected to the Amazon data center, up to millions of gallons per day, could be accelerating nitrate movement through the aquifer. Amazon denies any link, but the bigger point is the same either way. When data centers move in, water demand and pollution risk move in too. And now people in central Ohio are watching the same movies start up. Heavy expansion, huge water consumption, and regulators considering permits that may not fully address nitrate limits the way residents want. There's active debate about whether Ohio EPA is trying to streamline wastewater permitting for data centers, and critics fast-tracking could weaken public health reviews. You already know that turd in the office has loosened a lot of restrictions. So basically, the goddamn rich people can kill us with weather. Literally. Here's the big part. Big tech doesn't want on a flyer zero water cooling as possible. The argument is cost. The counter argument is, so we're supposed to trade clean water for cheaper server farms? No, communities deserve enforceable buffers, real monitoring, and a real say. Because once the aquifer is cooked, you can't reboot like a laptop. Economic development that requires poison water is not development, it's extraction with a PowerPoint. Y'all motherfuckers don't learn. I guess when there ain't no more people and you got all the money, I guess that's when you'll finally get off everyone's ass. I guess. I don't know. Maybe I could be wrong. But this next story is terrifying.
We are at war.
Man who sprayed staffer's eyes with HIV positive blood learns his fate. Apparently, nobody cared too much for him. He got them 2 kilos. Both of them. Dude, how'd you get 2? And why didn't they get removed? Okay. Hospital workers, this story is disturbing. We're going to talk about it without turning it into an HIV stigma, though. In Rayleigh, a man named Cameron Gilchrist was accused of removing his IV while being treated and intentionally aiming blood that contained HIV into a hospital worker's eyes. Why would you? That's some dirty ass shit. According to reporting based on court documents, he later pleaded guilty to assault with a deadly weapon and was sentenced to 91 days with release accredited for time served. 2 things can be true at once. That is a violent assault, and the healthcare workers deserve protection. HIV is not spreading through casual contact, and the public needs accurate info, not panic content. When the blood gets into eyes or mucous membranes, that's treated as occupational exposure. The immediate guidance is to flush the eyes and get medical evaluation ASAP. And PEP can reduce risk if started within 72 hours when there's a real exposure risk. Also, violence against healthcare workers is rising nationally, and nurses have been calling it a silent epidemic for a reason. Too many hospitals are running like they expect staff to be punching bags. So the takeaway isn't be scared of HIV. The takeaway is stop attacking medical staff and stop treating hospitals like it's a WWE ring with IV poles. I've seen some shit. I told you, I worked in the ER before. It is not fun. Oh, so glad to leave every night. Every night, every night. Moving on, let's talk about registered dietitian Maya Feller and her inclusive wellness and nutrition. So for y'all that have situations that really are intertwined with your nutrition and your wellness, you might want to take a seat and listen. I actually like this kind of health segment because it's not the usual just buy 19 strawberries and heal your childhood trauma nonsense. Dietitian Maya Feller has built a reputation around inclusive nutrition, and her whole point is that wellness has to be acknowledged real life. Your zip code, income, work schedule, and access to food shape your health just as much as your willpower. She emphasizes evidence-based approaches like medical nutrition therapy, which is used to support conditions in high blood pressure and diabetes, major drivers of medical disease, but also she keeps it practical. Like if you're busy and broke, you're not failing because you didn't meal prep quinoa. I hate that word. Quinoa bowl for 7 days. Start with what works. Frozen or canned vegetables, beans, rice, shelf-stable, affordable, and still nutritious when you use them right. Her top tips are refreshingly basic and actually doable. Rest. And yes, rest counts as healthcare. Hydrate in a way that makes sense for your body and conditions. And add more plant-based foods where you can. And I'm glad she also named the emotional side, stress and trauma impact health outcomes. If your body is stuck in survival mode like mine, your habits will reflect that. So compassion isn't soft, it's strategy. This is wellness that doesn't shame black folks. It adapts to us. So I think I need to look into that too. Alright, I'm going to do my commercial one last time, and when I get back, we're going to have our palate cleanser and then a little fashion show. Check this out, and I'll be back with this weird ass story. I'm telling you, it's weird. It's super weird, but it's funny.
It's just me and the fam. 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 Yeah, yeah. It's just me and the fam. See my little Tay-Tay, that's my hype girl, that's my mascot. Little ones go for hours and some hours till we pass out. Stay inside the house, turned up with them racks out. Stay inside the house, turned.
Alright, 92-year-old Tekken champion grandma said, "Run me my trophy." Okay, this one is joyful and we need joy. A 92-year-old Japanese grandma, Hisoko Sakai, won a Tekken 8X esport tournament organized by Care Esport Organization. Did they know how old she was? A group that runs running tournaments for seniors. The competitors were all older adults, and she took the championship after beating another senior finalist. First of all, I love this because it smacks ageism right in the mouth. People act like once you hit a certain age, you're supposed to sit quietly and be inspirational in the background. Meanwhile, grandma out here in bracket play, calm as a mortgage payment, running combos like she late for nothing. Second, this is actually bigger than cute. Senior gaming isn't just entertainment. It can support mental engagement, community, and evidence. Do I need to get my mother into Tekken? Oh, Lord. And the fact that the tournament was live streamed with commentary like a real esport event, that's dignity and inclusion. So yes, let's clap it up for Grandma Sakai. She didn't just win. Well, Oba-chan Sakai. She didn't just win a game, she body slammed the idea that fun, competition, and growth have an age limit. And frankly, if she can win Tekken at 92, you can answer that email you've been dodging. Especially, I'm just saying. So that's it for the news. I'm gonna go ahead now and move into some people's favorite. We just gonna look at some fashion and see if they know what the hell they talking about. Cause I promise you, some of the shit they dressing people up as is a hot mess. So check this out real quick, why don't you? Alright, so we already saw one of these people, I think two of these people, and I already told you how I felt about them, so I'm not going to talk about them again. We talked about these two, so I'm not going to talk about them. We talked about this heifer. I love you, ma'am, but not for an award, not for a red. Now let's talk about someone who actually came to play. This man actually looks debonair. He looks like he lost me. He lost me with the black pants. Sir, not on the red carpet. Not on the red carpet. You wear a full suit with the same thing, and you put your hand in the pocket at the don't tell me the pocket that ain't a real pocket. Please don't tell me that ain't a real pocket. Did you go buy a Sheen? Sir, you look like you were on your way to go sing with what you call it? You know who he is. Oh boy, baby, you the one I want. You're the one I want. Ray Charles. Look like you on your way to go sing with Ray Charles. Lord have mercy. Well, at least it kind of fits. I didn't know he's so small. I thought he was bigger than that. Damn, his legs kind of small. But he looked better than what I've seen so far. Alright, this is Tessa Thompson, and that looked like one of my prom dresses, real talk. But it looked good on her, I guess. I'd like it if they had took a better picture of her. Oh, she lost a lot of weight. Damn, she did. They should have took a better angle, really, because I can't tell where the hell her hair stops. Does she have any hair? Because there's a whole lady behind her with a wig, and I can't tell. So, I don't know. The purse is cute, but, it's giving prom to me. It's not bad. I mean, it's not a hot mess like what I've seen. Well, he's now this man right here. I don't know what it is with people wearing velvet, but hey, I was taught if he looked cheap. I don't know. He looked kind of like a teddy bear. Where's his wife? I wish his pants had been. I don't know. It's something about when you taking photos. I feel like your suit should be one color. That's just me. I'm not a fashionista, but I'm just saying I would really like it if he had matching outfit. I'm just saying. Girl, you just gave up, didn't you? You just so meek looking now. You don't look like you trying to take no risk. What happened? Your hair is demure. Everything is so meek right here. And you look shocked. You look shocked that somebody wanted to take a picture of you. Girl, you're beautiful. Go do something with yourself. Go find one of them crazy stylists so they can put you in something daring. Because you got more to give, girl. Shit. You look scared. Now, this girl don't give a shit. You know what? It's 10 for me, all the way around except for them shoes. They look like they yellow, and you can't do that when you wearing black and white, because I'm looking at the top. But everything else is on point for me. I love the style of the dress. I like the way it accentuates your arms. I wish you had a little bit more titties, but still, I like your hair. I like it all. I mean, you're glowing, but it looks like you're wearing gold shoes. I hope those aren't gold. I hope it's silver or white, because, I mean, you got white earrings, and at least they look white or crystal, and then you got that white and black thing. I wish you would lay down, but still, you're looking good, so I don't know. Okay, now you know he gonna be debonair. This is what I'm talking about. How, yeah, the shirt is a little long, but everything else is working for it. This man looked like he lost, though. Why he look lost? I have nothing but respect for this man. He has been a great actor and then some. Yeah, Delroy. He's been in some very good movies as well. I just feel like somebody gave him the wrong shirt. Wrong white shirt. That's all. Now, Maya, I don't know what to tell you about this damn dress, but it's not accentuating shit for you. It's not helping you. It's not doing nothing for you. It really is making you look worse, honestly. You're not an ugly woman. You could have done something with your hair, put it up a little, or have it down a little so we can see it in the back. And then with that, I would just, I would have got rid of those sleeves, and that would have been the dress. That would have been fine. No sleeves, that kind of neckline. I would have stayed with that. That would have been perfect, in my opinion. I like that it's going down. I like the material, but no, not that. that style, not for you. Now you, sir, What the hell is it with wearing different color shirts with the pants? I mean jackets with the pants. I know you like blazers and shit, but damn, you reminded me of that damn show that was Mad Men. And what's with the hat? I can't tell if the hat is raggedy or your hair is raggedy, or if your hair and the hat are raggedy. I can't tell. I'm so sick of these people when they get rich. They just give up on style. Look, I'm just gonna be a traditionalist. I can't do it. Why? You are. And then girl, nothing fits with you. Nothing. You just didn't give a shit. Are you Forrest Whitaker's kid? Cause your last name is Whitaker. I don't know, but you need your ass whipped for this shit. The dress is not accentuating you. You look like you're wearing a block. It's not even oval, like it's not all the way over. It looks like a trash bag. And the purse and the shoes do not match. The shoes are too damn big and they're pointy. I hate that. You didn't have no kind of accessories for but maybe one ring. You could have at least wore like a necklace or a shawl. You just didn't give a fuck. Okay. If you don't give a fuck, I don't give a fuck. This is Cameron Clay here. He actually is probably the only one that looks like he came to play for real. The only thing I would say is, why is that top so high up? It looks like it should be lower. I don't think they fastened that right for him. I really don't. At least he ain't got no top pockets, so he had to put his hands in the bottom pockets. It's alright. It's alright. That's the best I can say. Now this actually works for her because she has the shape for it. She's slender and it's showing slender, you know. I just don't like the material, but see, I was indoctrinated when I was little. I was told that velvet makes you look cheap. I'm just saying. Other than that, I like it all. I would give her a clutch. That's the only thing. I would give her a clutch purse. That's the only thing I would do. And that is it for the fashion on Gotham. Thank you so much for coming. Like I said, once I get to 200, I will actually cam up and you will see there's an actual black woman behind the screen. So, thank you as always. I love you all. If you have anything to say, leave it in the comments. You can tell me what you like, tell me what you don't like. If you didn't like it, tell me why you didn't like it, so maybe I can fix it. Just don't come at me crazy, because I will remember your name and I'll talk about it the next time I see you online. With that in mind, thank you so much for coming. I love you all. Take care of yourselves, and maybe next week we'll have something to be proud of, because right now I can't tell you. I really can't. I'm trying to leave. Good night. Oh, wrong one.
I can't stay. No, I always gotta go. Playing house, this ain't a home with my soul. On the road, I can't stay. No, I always gotta go. Playing house, this ain't a home with my soul. On the road.